The business district of Greater Accra has it all: the pristine streets of North Ridge and the revolting streets of Makola Market. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful episode of Accra at Night. Tonight we are in the business district of Greater Accra. So you know that Accra is especially this part gets very busy during the day. And in this video we are going to cover it during the night because most of you don't get to see it in the night. So in this video we work our way all the way from here, North Ridge, which is where the newly constructed the Bank Square is located. And we'll work our way all the way to the Central Market, which is Makola. So we see how the place looks during the night. If you are new to the channel, do well to hit that subscribe button. Let me know what your thoughts are by commenting, and also like the video so it suggests to more viewers like yourself. So without wasting much time, let's just get into the video. So yeah, this right here is the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, which is called Ridge Hospital. And just look at the full moon over there. It's just so beautiful. Unfortunately my phone can capture it very well. So as you can see, there are a lot of construction workers around here. So most of these people, tend to sell food and other things in the night to the construction workers, because as you know, this place, which is the Bank Square, is still under construction, and we work our way all the way here to the Makola Market. So kindly keep watching and enjoy. So as I said earlier, this is the Ridge Hospital, and remember that I said that the Bank Square is still under construction. Well, if you look to the left side of the screen, those are some of the construction workers who are still working day and night to make sure that the project is completed.
Let me see your two fingers.
So now we are heading towards the African Unity Circle, also known as the Ridge Roundabout. And if you remember from my last video about the decorations on the various roundabouts, you could tell that there were some decorations here on this roundabout, but that was in the festivity season, the Christmas festivities. So I think because Christmas is done, New Year is also done, they've taken them out. So now this is the road that goes to the Bank Square, with the shipper's house on the left side of the screen. And apart from the small sand deposits on the shoulders of the road, this place is quite pristine. And voila, here is a majestic view of the Bank Square. And going forward around the Bank Square, you can tell that the place is still under construction, even though it has been commissioned already. I don't know if the staff has moved in there or not. So over here to the left side is the entrance of Ghana Shippers Authority with their signboard over there. And in the far background towards the right hand side, that story building you are seeing is the Ridge Car Park. It is actually a whole car park, 5 stories of car park. And over here to the left hand is the Morocco Road, which is the road where the Ecobank head office is located, and that it is on the left side of the screen. That beautiful story building you are seeing is the Ecobank head office. So it is in between this street and also the Independence Avenue, and it is right adjacent the Ifua Sunderland's Children's Park, which is where we are heading to right now, towards the Independence Avenue. So kindly keep watching. So here we are finally on the Independence Avenue, and on the left side of the road, which is where the trees are, is the Ifua Sunderland's Children's Park. So now we are heading towards the National Theatre and also to the Makola Market. But first, we will go right on the traffic light to where the City House is located. So that is the National Theatre on the left side of the screen. So in this part of the city, there are so many high-rise buildings here, and just look at the moon on top of my favorite one. So this very building is the Africa Trade House. I don't really know what exactly that they do, but this building is one of my favorites here, followed by a couple of others which I will be showing you in a bit. One thing that I love about this building is its architecture and how they've designed the whole glass in front of it. So after this building is the World Trade Center, which is the white striped building that you see on the left side of the screen. That is the World Trade Center. I don't know if it's still in operation, but I barely see any activity going on there. So we are heading towards the traffic light where the National Theatre is, and we will make a U-turn to get a better view of these buildings, the ADB head office on the right side of the road. So here is a much closer view of the ADB building, and followed by it is the City House. We all know the City House. This is where all the Ghana cedis is located. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is one of our main financial institutions. Tell me more about it down in the comments. So now let's turn right in front of the Africa Trade Center and see the other buildings on that side of the road. So over here is the Wesley Towers, which is actually the Methodist church, hence the cross lighting in front of the building. And I just can't believe this is a church. It must be more than a church, maybe office spaces as well, but it's definitely a Methodist building, and it's just so amazing that if this is actually a whole church, especially in this part of the city. So this is the Heritage Towers sitting right opposite the Wesley Towers. So now let's move forward with and as you can see, that is the Bank Square in the far background, and over here to the right side is the HFC Bank, the old HFC Bank, which is now Republic Bank. That used to be one of their branches. And this is another view of the Rage car park, which we talked about earlier, and that is also the Ecobank head office over there in the background. So now we are heading towards the VRA head office, which is still under construction. The architecture of this building is also amazing. It's just so amazing how Ghana is slowly transforming its style of building. More Western type of buildings are being constructed here, and it's just so beautiful. So over here is another view of the Bank Square with the moon on the edge of the screen towards the right side. The moon fascinates me so much, so pardon me if I am talking so much about it. So yeah, opposite the Bank Square is Advantage Place. This used to be one of the tallest buildings here, but now it's been overthrown by so many other buildings. So now we are finally heading towards the Market Square, which is the Makola Market, and over here to the right side of the screen is the Mövenpick Ambassador Hotel. This is actually one of our 5-star hotels that we have here in Accra, and you can see the palm trees over there at the entrance, making the whole place look like it's California. So over here in the background is the Octagon, which is located in between the Barnes Road and the Independence Avenue. I really remember the traffic jam that the construction of this building caused around this area. And this building was set to transform this part of the city. But unfortunately, it's not doing so well because most of the spaces are left empty. Most of the places that are being used are the bottom or the ground floor. And surprisingly, people are not patronizing the spaces over there for whatever reason. Let me know down in the comments if you know why this building is not being patronized as expected. And voila, here we finally are around the Makola market. This is not actually the market, but this is an entrance to the market, which is called Kimbu. Kimbu High School is over there on the right side of the screen. And here we are greeted by this heap of trash right on the shoulder of the road. Well, this is how most of the time this place looks like, especially at this time. It is 9 p.m. and the market gets very busy during the day, so they pack all the trash on the shoulders of the road, waiting to be collected by Zoom Lion, which is the waste management company here in Ghana. And sometimes day breaks and that trash will still be there. I just hope that they will collect this one before daybreak. So yeah, here we are at the heading towards Tudu, or you can also call this place Tudu. This is where you can find buses going to various parts of the country, especially the Volta region part, which is Aflao or even Togo. You can get buses going from Accra to those places here. So coming up is the view of the Makola market itself. This is Tudu, but we'll enter the market itself, and it's just a mess over there, trust me. From the market square to the drag lane to the Kantamanto side, the place that got burnt recently. That place is just, those places are just a mess. And it's so unfortunate that this part of the city is like this. Even though it is a market, being a market doesn't justify that the place should be like this. So I think the government has to urge the people who sell here to be very cautious of the trash, because most of the trash that you see here are the wrappers on various dresses and shoes and all that. So if you get into the market, you see that there are these transparent rubbers just flying around everywhere, and most of them enter the drainage system. It's a blessing that the late Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah really constructed or planned this part of the city very well. The drainages here are very huge. A full-grown man can stand in the drainage and still won't be able to touch its ceiling. So here is the back view of the Octagon, and now we are heading towards the market, the main entrance to the Makola market. And as I was saying, if it wasn't that the drainage system were that big, Accra would always be, the business or the central market would always be flooded anytime it rains. So I think that is not an advantage, or that is not a reason for us to keep the place so dirty. We have to urge the market women, those who sell on the streets, that they should take really good care of the waste that is produced after they make sales or after they sell these dresses and all that. If you agree with me, give this video a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So for those of you who hasn't been to the Makola market before, you may think that this is how the place looks even during the day, but no, it is the complete opposite. So you see these empty spaces on the sides of the road, They will be filled with market women selling various items from tomatoes to pepper to dresses and all that. You will see them on the sides of the road, conducting their businesses, and people will also be moving up and down the streets, and there will be just enough room for vehicles to go up and down. And sometimes there are so much traffic jam around here, especially around this area. So to the left side is the Rollins Park. Now we will turn towards the main Makola market. The Makola shopping mall is the one on the right side of the screen, and the market is on the left side of the screen. This very story building is called Georgina Store. So now we will head towards the National Fire Service side, and then we'll turn around and go into the streets of the market itself, and then you can see what I was talking about. So now we are heading into the market itself towards the drag lane. Those who are familiar with the market will know these places that I'm mentioning. This very junction, if you come here during the day, you see that they are selling bags, ladies' handbags in the middle of the road. So this is how the place looks as at 9 p.m. And you can see that the place is still alive. And most of the people that you see here are Northern brothers and the Kayayes and all that. They are the people who actually live here on the market. And during the day, they do their businesses. The Kayayes, well, a Kayayo is a lady who carries your luggage or your items if you come shopping here in the market. So they carry your luggage or your items on the head in a pan to wherever you want them to take it to, and then when they are done, you just pay them. So you can pay them ranging from they actually charge based on the weight of the item and the distance that they are taking it to, which ranges from 5 cedis all the way to, I don't know, the highest I've paid here is 10 cedis. So towards here is the lava store, and now we are heading to the other side of the Rollins Park. And just look, towards the right side of the road is the road that goes to the Children's Hospital, and to the left side is the Rollins Park, which was named, it is a park that was named after the late Jerry John Rawlings. And right beside it is these trucks with, I don't know how to describe them, but those things that you saw on the trucks are the dresses and the things that are being sold on the streets. Because there are so many, they can't be taken to the warehouse. They just tie them up and leave them on the shoulders of the road. And oh my God, just look at the streets. I've never seen this market this dirty before. Trust me. It's because most of the time we come here during the day. So because people are walking up and down, you don't really get to see the floor. Just look at the floor. Trash is, it is buried in trash. Just look. Every 5 steps that you take, you meet a heap of rubbish piled on one side of the road. And it's so bad. So now we are heading to Kantamanto, which is the market that got burnt a few days ago, as I said earlier. They mainly sell clothes and shoes. So yeah, we will use this road and head to Kantamanto. But we couldn't really go inside because this is the time that most of the things that are sold here at the market are brought to the market in large quantities. So we went. This is the entrance to the market, which is towards the right side of the screen. And during the day, you see people, doing their businesses, selling clothes and shoes and all that here on this street. But we couldn't enter the market to see how the place is doing because they are actually rebuilding it. We couldn't go inside because they were moving I think livestock into the market and they had blocked the road. So we had to turn around and head back to Tudu to explore the other parts of the market. So over here is the road that goes to the timber market, which is at the very end of the road. And as you can see, they are collecting some of the rubbish on the streets. But I doubt that they will collect all of them before daybreak. So which means the trash on the streets will roll over to to the next day. And it's just so bad. Very, very bad, trust me. I think we can do better. Even though it is a market, we can still do better. And the roads are all very bad, as you can see right here. So I think the government has to do something about it. And even though it is 9 p.m, night market is still ongoing here. You can see that some people are still doing their businesses here, as if it is not it is not during the night. They are just, because there are people going up and down the streets, so they will definitely have one or two things to buy from these people. So over there to the left side of the screen, the story building with the light in them, that is the cocoa board. I think it is the institution that manages the production of cocoa here in the country. So that is cocoa board, and it is located here in the city, or in the central part of the city. So now let's head to the Kojo Thompson Road, and then we will head towards Kwame Nkrumah Circle, because that's the road that goes from Accra Central to Kwame Nkrumah Circle, and it also marks an end of this video. Anyway, just one last time, let me chip this one in there. So do you know that today, on the 15th January 2025, that is when all the planets in the solar system aligned. They formed a straight line. So if you look up in the sky on today, or let's say on 17th or 16th January, you'll be able to see about 3 planets with your naked eye. I just decided to chip that in there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Kindly do what to hit that subscribe button. Let me know what your thoughts are by commenting, and also like the video so it's suggested to more viewers like yourself. So until I see you in the next one, stay safe and be awesome.